Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. And for all my Dolphins viewers out there who haven't been around in a little bit, they're saying, man, this Tobin channel's been riddled with all Heat stuff. Where's my Dolphin stuff? Look, man, I've had a lot of Heat stuff to do. They've been in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if you guys have noticed. So I've been boots on the ground at the game. I had to fill in on the pregame show a couple of times. Go to practices, go to games. Those games are going super late. I'm not getting home till 2 in the morning. So I'm usually just throwing down like one video on top of doing the radio show. I do want to mention the radio show, for those who consumed it here, it is still going on. Leroy and I are still doing that 6 to 10 a.m. every single morning on 790 The Ticket. If you guys want to watch that, I have thrown some Dolphins videos up there, and more are coming today. But if you guys want to check that out, I will put the link right here. If you guys just want the link to, please subscribe and follow there, as we do want you to consume the show there as well. It is youtube.com/theticketmiami. You go there and you guys will be able to get a couple clips of the Raiders, just like you did here. I'm still editing the show. I'm still picking the clips that go up there. So if you guys like what we put up here, it's still me putting it up. I'm just putting it up on a different channel and throwing some extra stuff up here. More content up here as well. But the reason, it hasn't been the biggest neglect of the Dolphins really has been on this channel. It's just been, I have been all over with the Heat stuff, the playoffs that consume me. It's been pretty quiet here in Dolphins land. And I finally got to make it out to a practice. I finally got to make it out to Mike McDaniel press conference. Finally got to make it out to OTAs. Finally got to get a little bit of football in my system. Have it my luck, it would be the day that Tua Tagovailoa is under the weather, which was a big surprise. But, it was my first time out in Dolphins land in a while. Haven't been there probably since week 12-ish of the regular season. Probably about the time, things were really picking up for the Heat. But, we'll still be bringing you plenty of Dolphins stuff here as well on this channel. So hope you guys stick around. And if you guys are looking for me and Leroy, that'll be on the Tickets channel, on the Ticket Miami. And still going to bring you some fun interviews. I hope you guys got to check out Ricky Williams, who joined us. I had that here on the channel for you guys to check out. But, I wanted to touch on a little bit of what I saw yesterday at Dolphins camp. It's OTAs. I'm not getting crazy with things. But I did want to kind of catch the vibe of, like, what was life under the McCoachin regime like? What was it like, being in a press conference with him as opposed to being in a press conference with Brian Flores? Presence of the dude. I've seen all the wacky clips. I've seen all the fun that he seems to have. Definitely a personable guy. Likes to have his fun, but also really knows his football. Like, I don't know the language of football. All right, this you guys know. That's where Leroy comes in. So when a guy starts talking football, if I'm going, cross-eyed because it sounds like he's talking a different language, that guy knows football, okay? So let me tell you something right now with this McCoachin. That dude knows his football. Because when he was talking, I think Adam Beasley asked him some question about fullbacks, and he lost me like halfway through. But there was also some fun. The guy seems very jovial, seems to, does own the mic. I will say that. As a guy who speaks into a microphone for a living, I can tell a guy who owns the mic, that guy owns the mic. Personable, has a good personality, has a little pizzazz to him, but knows how to get down to business. So I like that about him a lot. I love this idea that he's got going on in camp. I love the practice player of the day, the orange jersey, and the story and lore behind it. If you guys don't know, here is McCoachin explaining the orange jersey practice player of the day and what that means.
This offseason we're spitballing various things. Coach John Embry brought up the idea of, there was a lot of talk about my DJ skills pre-team meetings. So to kind of put that to bed and say, hey, if you're so great, why don't you show yourself? He floated the idea of having a practice player organically as a staff. We kind of came up with selecting a particular person that would not only be represented as the best player on the field from the practice before, but also take all accountability for DJ selections from the head coach and make sure everyone knows that it's the person with the orange jersey that's making those calls.
So there you go. Mike McDaniel explaining this is a not only a tactic to reward a person on the field who's performed well in this OTAs, which can seem mundane to some people, but also have a little funski. Pick the playlist, which I believe was a big thing for Brian Flores. He loved picking the playlist. We remember back, Kenny Stills, that was the thing. He was sending a message with the playlist. But Mike McDaniel, he has thrown it over to his players. And I heard from him that he said Jalen Phillips took a little flack for his, and then after he did, people got a little bit more down to business. Tua did it. Tyreek Hill said that was fantastic. We'll get to more of Tyreek in a second. But yesterday was a great day because the guy who was running the playlist was Christian Wilkins. And I was like, we walk out there and we're waiting for them to let people in to shoot. And I'm thinking to myself, that High School Musical? I'm like, because my daughter loves High School Musical. She's seen every High School Musical. I would give it 6 or 7 times. And I'm like, I know that this which is a beautiful message, by the way, for football. But Christian Wilkins, that dude was having a hell of a time. He had played a little Jason Aldean. On top of everything, he was strumming his country guitar while he was doing the stretching. So you knew he was going to come in as eclectic as possible. Tyreek Hill thought it was a little bit weird. Christian Wilkins is a little bit weird. This we know. He's also a menace up the middle. And I think this is a genius idea. I love it. I love with McCoachin, what he's got going on there. And it was cool, man. The biggest thing I'm getting out of OTAs in this whole, I guess, reason to be boots on the ground. I just kind of want to see was there anything different? The way he runs things, the way he just goes about things. And I guess the thing I probably noticed the most is, he was, all over the place. Dude was on every single corner, pop, trying to set everybody up. Love seeing Wes Welker out there. Wes Welker doing that work with the wide receivers. Couldn't help but love with what Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle together. 2 scoops of adorable, those two. The cheetah and the penguin, always next to each other. Always seem to be in each other's ear. Especially Jalen. Jalen seems to be almost the more talkative of the two, trying to just talk off the ear of the vet, which is really, really cool to see. It was a weird day yesterday. Obviously, I mentioned earlier, Tua was not at practice. He was out with a non-COVID related illness, which was revealed by Mike McDaniel at the end of his presser, where he asked everybody, hey, you like surprises or you like just knowing? And he revealed that there would be no Tua. So it was a little Teddy Bridgewater. It looked okay. Looked okay in the moments. I did not stay for the entire OTAs. Did have to get back with the kids, but it was cool seeing Teddy B out there. Definitely looking forward to the practice. I can get out there and see Tagovailoa out there slinging it. But I definitely noticed Mike McDaniel, very chatty, very kind of in the middle of everything, really chatting it up with everybody. He was in there chatting it up with the DBs during stretching. A lot of joking with Tyreek Hill also in the stretching period. A lot of doing some work with the tight ends, getting into stances and things like that. He flies all over that offensive side of the football. I definitely know that. You definitely notice that he is letting the defense do a little bit more of the thing, at least the period I was there. And in the offense, he's literally there almost in positional groups, trying to see how guys are going. He is calling in the plays. He had the walkie-talkie for the early team drills and was calling stuff in. So I don't know, man. As far as, people worried about a guy of that nature, a guy of that stature, a guy of that personality, commanding leadership, I thought that he looked like he, it's May. So let's hold all of it with a grain of salt and see how it is with a 3-game losing streak. But it looked like he had great command of the place. They all look like they have a really good time with the guy. They all seem yes, he is very much a player's coach. Another thing was, it was cool hearing from the cheetah, Tyreek Hill, yesterday. And Tyreek Hill changed his Twitter avatar to Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel, he's got that drip. That's what the kids like to say. This is a thing popularized by Tyler Hero. Mike McDaniel may be more drippy than Tyler Hero. He may be more Scotty Drippin than Scotty Drippin. It's possible. You see that picture of him at that Canes baseball game with Mark Light Shake? Dude knows what he's doing when it comes to the dressing. Great footwear game. I wouldn't know anything about that, but that's what people seem to say on the internet. And Tyreek Hill has changed his Twitter avatar to Mike McDaniel, who does appear to be biting his finger there or something that he's got going on there. But one of the things that was cool from Tyreek Hill, I like the fact that Tyreek Hill came out and defended Tua Tagovailoa. underthrow gate was a big thing a couple of weeks ago. Everybody's, oh, look at this throw by Tua. He underthrew him. And look, I know what happened here. All right. You got to play from Tua to Cheetah. Social media team gets excited. They want to throw out some content. The problem is they overthrew the content. You know, where Tua, they say it was an underthrow. This was an overthrow. You got to know that you got the most scrutinized quarterback in all of the league. All right. Chris Sims, who can go straight to hell. He's already come out with his top 40 quarterback list, which Tua infamously started off as number 40. That's why on my show, where there's our Tua, we say, Chris Sims can go to hell, because he put him number 40. Today, I think he had him at number 29, behind the likes of Marcus Mariota, one step ahead of Jared Goff. You know, just real bastard stuff from Chris Sims. But it's not surprising. This is Tua is bar none the most scrutinized quarterback in the league. I mean, maybe Baker Mayfield you could put into his category, but Baker, I feel like, has got even more material than Tua as to why he's scrutinized. I don't really get the Tua scrutinization. I think it's one of those, like, the guy was beloved coming out of the draft. People seem to think that because Justin Herbert got off to a faster statistical start than him, Tua can never be good. There can be no improvement. The guy can never get better. And for them to put that content out there was poor choice. Poor choice by the Dolphins social media team, which for the most part, I wouldn't say it's like Miami Heat good as far as the content they churn out, but it's usually pretty damn good. They really do know what they're doing over there. So I was surprised that they would put something out there like that. And it got to the tune of probably like 7 million views by now. And so I thought it was a really cool move because Tyreek Hill probably had somebody in staff put a video together, and he's like, I'm going to tweet this out, which was a smart move because Tua can't tweet it out. Or Tua can't tweet it out. He's not going to tweet it out. We know that he tries to blog all this stuff out anyway. But the Dolphins could have tweeted out. Damage is done. You can't go out there and be the first one to throw a Tua awesome throw out there after you put out underthrow gate. So instead, Tyreek Hill, he comes out, great montage of Tua throwing. I loved it. I'm like, that's a genius move because nobody has more credibility on this team right now than Tyreek Hill. Maybe Xavier Howard you can put in that category as well, but Tyreek is a bigger star. He's the one who gets the national headlines. X, while he is maybe arguably better at his position than Tyreek Hill, X isn't a mainstream NFL star. And I mean like a commercialized, people know him if they see him. Like, people know the cheetah. He's got a nickname. He's the cheetah. You know, he's the fastest guy in the NFL. So I was happy to see that he, as the new guy, comes in and he's like, I'm going to put some shine on Tagovailoa. Can we put this all to rest? And yesterday kind of does the same thing. They're like, what do you think about it, the way he throws? It was a little weird from a lefty. He's like, maybe a little thought it was going to be kind of straight, but you know what? Throws one of the prettiest balls I've ever seen. I'm like, oh, pretty awesome. You know, because he said something that was like at a video game convention or something where he's like, yeah, he's got a much better arm than people give him credit for. And it was like, all right, that's kind of lukewarm. Goes over the top here and is like, one of the prettiest balls I've ever seen. Eat your heart out, Patrick Mahomes, in your weird voice. And so that's cool, supporting his new guy, but also why he put out that video. It's like, well, this is a game of confidence. And I think that is an important element to this, that this franchise backs him, that he's already been practice player of the day. He'd never been practice player of the day if Flores was there. I mean, Flores would have given that orange jersey to everybody else except for Tagovailoa. You know, Tua would have had to take his red jersey, mix it with a yellow jersey. You know, throw like a yellow shirt in there, throw it within with some into the washing machine, and hope it comes out orange. If he ever had hope of an orange jersey, with under Flores here, got the backing. You know, even Mike McDaniel saying that he's grabbing it by the reins. You know, he's got the moment down. And you love to hear that. You love to hear all the support that's coming through. Did obviously hear some national punch too. Oh, you see this Tyreek Hill just saying it because it's his guy. And you want to know something, dude? If it was Devontae Parker saying it about Mac Jones, or if it was Keenan Allen saying it about Justin Herbert, or if it is Jamar Chase saying it about Joe Burrow, or anybody else, or if it was Devontae Adams saying it about Derek Carr, like, oh, Derek Carr, he's actually got as good an arm as Aaron Rodgers. Oh, the fawning that one. Oh, really? Tell me more. Here they're all like, cheetah, liar. He's a cheetah and a liar. That's what I basically was getting at today on Jet Up. Hate that show. Hate Chris Sims' stupid list. It annoys the hell out of me. Anyway, hope Tua gets better. Good to talk to y'all. Again, if you want to catch the radio show, it's still around, man. 6 to 10 a.m. every single day on 790 The Ticket. You guys can get us on the Odyssey app. You guys can get us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/790 The Ticket is where we stream from 6 to 10 a.m. live. You can watch the full show there with me and Leroy, Marcos, and J-Fig. And if you guys just want some clips, you want to subscribe to a new channel, stay on this channel as well. We'll bring you plenty of great stuff. But if you guys want to catch us on YouTube, you guys are YouTube consumers, youtube.com/TheTicketMiami. That is where you guys can find us. Follow us there. You'll get all your clips you want.